recall, I'm sure you knew Dave Dixon. What are your memories of Dave and what was your relationship with him?
I had an excellent relationship with Dave. Dave visited me pretty much the first week I was on the job to make sure I understood that I was being officed in hallowed grounds. We obviously have our Sugar Bowl offices in the Superdome. We, as a matter of fact, preceded the New Orleans Saints by 6 months. So we were the first real residents of the Superdome. And so Dave wanted to make sure I understood how everything had come about. And consequently, we became very good friends, and we would meet periodically just, to keep in touch. But what an inspiring gentleman he was. And I really considered myself fortunate to count him as a friend.
What got you out of collegiate on-campus administration and into the bowl business?
Well, as I tell some of my college teammates, why wouldn't you want to work at a job where you work 1 day a year? Not exactly, but what can I say? You talk about programs with history. It really doesn't get any better than the Sugar Bowl. I hear it all the time, the granddaddy of them all, the Rose Bowl, and I have great respect for the Rose Bowl. But let me tell you, 22 champions were crowned in our game over the course of years. Nobody else comes close to that. And, I just think that when you look at our organization and what we've been able to do in facing adversity, facing challenges, and addressing them head up, and maintaining the level of prominence that we have, I mean, I wouldn't work in any other place. I think I'm blessed to be a part of it, and I'm just excited to represent it.
The Sugar Bowl is not just a one-day-a-year thing, as you said. You guys have tentacles throughout Louisiana sports with your involvement with other organizations.
We are now running 52 events. To give you an idea of the array of those events, we now sponsor every major championship in the Louisiana High School Athletic Association, everyone. We run the Crescent City Classic now. We have events, AAU events. We host golf events. We team up with all of the local universities. We support Dillard. We support UNO. We support Tulane. Anybody that needs help, we're in there providing help. One of the philanthropic ventures, the most recent one that we undertook several years ago, we were able to partner with Nike, the Drew Brees Foundation, and the City of New Orleans, the mayor's office. And collectively, we put about $14 million on the table and went out to East New Orleans, and they were really in tough times. And we were able to rebuild an entire recreation park. And it's a state-of-the-art facility. It's called Joe Brown Park. If you ever get a chance to go see it, it's really something special. And I feel particularly honored that we were able to lead the charge there and see it through completion and have such a positive impact on young people's lives. But it's these types of things, whether it's our sailing regattas, our golf events, basketball, whatever it is that we do, we're always going to do it top shelf, and we always do it for the betterment of the community, for the greater good. And I think that's what distinguishes our organization from many, because we're not out there beating our chest. We're basically doing it behind the scenes, and periodically people wake up and recognize it, but if they don't, it's not going to impact us. We're going to continue to work equally as hard no matter whether we're getting the recognition or not.
Any other questions for Paul? Paul, what is the unique opportunity for your organization to host the SEC championship or the national championship? Certainly the national championship, and we feel like we're very much in the hunt.
Placed very competitive bid for 2019, 2020. We think we're very favorably positioned to win one of those years. don't know for sure, but we certainly feel like we put a tremendous bid in place. As far as competing for the SEC championship game, I think that's fairly wed to Atlanta, and I don't think they would want to have a championship game followed by this big SEC Big 12 game. So we kind of went through that scenario many years ago when that was an option, and they wanted to keep New Orleans as the prize. That was the end of the season prize. So I really believe that was off the table. But as far as bringing another national champion, as you all know, the beauty of the BCS, when we were in that rotation of the Fiesta Bowl, Orange, and Rose Bowl, was that every 4 years you were automatically given the national championship. Well, I think people realized that they were leaving some money on the table, and so this round they've taken charge of that event themselves, which is certainly understandable, and now are basically bidding it out to anybody that wants to compete around the country. And certainly, you know, many cities are financially capable of putting very healthy bids together, as we realized the first time. So we've had to step up our game, but once again, the Sugar Bowl is the one that's backing the bid, and to the tune of many, many $1 million. So here again, you know, having a prudent financial plan in place has meant all the difference.
I know you all are always looking to get into different things and move around. Is there anything else out there?
We're always getting proposals in front of us that we constantly evaluate. Again, it's a matter of how we utilize our resources, and we really have to be careful about where we're going to stay carefully aligned to our mission, which is bringing tourism into our city. We have opportunities to do philanthropic things, but mostly we have to stay close to the charter mission of the organization. I think that's what separates us from a lot of groups. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate being here.